Hello guys and welcome to my very explainable video, where I provide evidence using stats and slowed video footage collected from the PS5 replay system. Today, we're discussing the horrible bitch skink known as Yatta aka Big 3/5. As you saw in the background, you can see that someone was getting close to the circle, which is bad considering I'm in the circle and might die. As you can clearly see, this person ends up being Polly aka Lou, who I first blamed for my heart being lost later on. You may see I'm off cooldown, I have enough tapes, and someone has one heart. However, this person happens to be Yatta, who actually joined our friend run uninvited even though we said it was a friend run. Playing with my camera when I accidentally discovered this. Yatta is charging full speed at the circle. Instinctively, I start running but stop myself. I see Polly and get scared. She activate our ND while I'm still in the circle. Notice Polly wasn't running, but I wasn't either. We both blame each other for the activation of our ND. Over this while we argued over who caused me to lose a heart for literally no reason. We yet again got our ND on this floor and we are still blaming each other without noticing it was all Yatta, who I didn't even consider an option. You'll notice here that the order was Yatta, Polly, Winter aka V, and then me in the back. This is important, I swear. If you look closely, you'll notice that Yatta starts running pretty close to the wall, where our ND circle still is. Also notice Polly didn't run and move farther from the wall just so she could run and me and Winter could safely walk across. However, Winter did not run, but our ND still activated. I still initially blamed Winter and jammed the block of my save recharge being wasted. Now with the examples I use while explaining this story, you'll notice that when I explain, I never blame Yatta. It was a shitty thing for me to blame all my friends before blaming who actually did this to me, but ignoring that, you can see that. In the first example, Yatta had enough time to run into the circle behind the wall by the same time I walked from the machine to our ND, where I sped up. You may also notice that the broken heart was pretty close to me and Polly, which we thought that couldn't be the case considering everyone should have been at the elevator waiting for the last machine to be done. Nobody realized it could have all been Yatta. The second time around, Yatta started a chain reaction where she activated our ND, which led to Jam accidentally running into me with Finn. If this didn't happen, I wouldn't have wasted my savory charm, which wouldn't get me so annoyed to the point I didn't realize I would run out of time to go into the elevator, which ultimately got me killed. You may also say that I deserved absolutely everything for not healing the Yatta. However, I claimed several times that it was in fact a friend run where we didn't want strangers to join in. I also claimed that I didn't have enough tapes to heal, which I did because I expected Yatta to die by the time I had enough. Additionally, this technically means that Yatta grieved me for the fun of it since I claimed to not have enough tapes, meaning the stupid bitch basically did it all for fun and because she felt like it. Yes, I private server, but we couldn't. I was the only one who was all PPL added, but console doesn't allow me to join private servers, and we also kept inviting more PPL to join us who I didn't have added. Yatta mains PMO anyways mini OUT. Let me know if I should submit this to the server for griefing.